flip clock fans to my mid-century modern pad. But what's missing? Well, a flip clock, of course. So if I was going to go shop for a flip clock for this place, where would I go? Well, eBay's the standby. But if you want to go someplace different, a place that's actually for people with discriminating tastes and deep pockets, that's Etsy.com. Now, Etsy is a place to go for things that are handmade or vintage. Now, flip clocks fit the bill. And you're going to find quite a few flip clocks here, but it's not an auction, so these are priced where the person wants to sell them. There are some you're going to find that's reasonably priced, and sometimes they'll have some that need to be repaired. But most cases, these are clocks that someone's actually restored. Or now look at this. I've wanted one of these for a long time, but you look at this situation, you say, okay, the Etsy seller, they've sold this one clock. Can you trust them? It's from overseas. So it makes you wonder, eBay's got a system that I know and trust, so you look at that and say, oh, did I miss out? Or anyway, but you're looking at some of these, I can tell you personally, like this guy right here, this is Time Rider 1969. He's actually a member of flipclockfans.com, and he does outstanding work. He's someone you can trust. He knows what he's doing when it comes to repair of electronics in general, and flip clocks in particular. Now look at this here. This is what I would call an upcycled flip clock. That's someone has built that. They've made it out of a clock mechanism. We're going to talk about those a little more. Now, speaking of sellers you can trust, flipclock.eu, also known as flipclocknl or flipclocknl. You're talking about a museum's worth of flip clocks here. These are all his clocks, and it goes on and on. He is also a member of flipclockfans.com and is well known as a restorer and seller of clocks, and very trustworthy. The number and type of clocks is just amazing, and you can just spend a day looking at all this stuff, dreaming. And I actually bought a clock off of him, and this is a Copal 101. It's a very early Copal 101, and there's a video out about it if you want to check that out. But again, I know him personally from the web, and also I've bought from him. And the clocks go on and on. These are all clocks that are actually currently up for sale on Etsy.com from flipclock.eu. Flipclock.eu. What else is on Etsy? Well, we talked about these upcycled clocks. What that means, again, is someone's taken a mechanism, either pulled a clock apart or bought a mechanism and made something special out of it. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you may have noticed this in a video about Howard Miller flip clock. I actually showed this clip right here, or one similar to it. But I started looking more at some of these upcycled clocks, and check this out, the Rubiks Cube flip clock. Now, that's actually a cyclometer or rolling wheel, but we've adopted those as flip clocks. We love them. Now look at this. This is dreamy here. This is from a Sankyo rolling wheel or rolling wheel flip clock. Just love it. So we're gonna love that one too. Digging around some more, I said, whoa, hold on a second. What is this? Now this is something special. This is something someone has spent a lot of time designing. Speaking of flipclock.eu, we were thinking about doing something like this for a particular reason, because these clocks actually resemble the Howard Miller flip clock. Now, there's a video out about that I've put out. This is a clock from 1969 through 1972, and for some reason it's going for crazy money these days, $600 to over $1,000 I've seen them sell for. So this guy has taken this theme and kind of turned it into his own, and I just think that's fantastic. Now this guy here, the seller, look at what he's got going on. He's got 3 of the upcycle clocks I looked at belong to him. So these are clocks he sold in the past. These are previous sales, and you'll notice that every clock's going to be unique, and it's an individual clock, custom clock. You're getting something special. Now this is a previous sale of his, and this is another clock he sold in the past. Again, a lot of different styles. He just kind of goes with it, and I really appreciate that. I personally like flip clocks the way they were. I like to keep them vintage, but man, I appreciate this stuff. And now look at this. This is something I need. I just look at that and I just say, hey, I need that. it's got a siren on it. That's the alarm. I mean, it's literally got a siren on it. And the colors, look at the colors and the layout. I just think that's fantastic. That is something someone needs to buy. If you don't buy it, I'm going to buy it. Now, this is a video from the seller himself. He's kind of showing it off a little bit. He's going to set it off for us here. Awesome. That's what I need to wake up to in the morning, right there. So, what did I decide to do? Well, believe it or not, I was actually the one that bought that clock. It's a Kohler flip clock. It's an awesome little clock, and it actually arrived today. So I was very pleased to get this, and I think it's going to go very well in this mid-century modern pad. But you know what? On second thought, yeah, that's what belongs here. I just don't know if the wife's going to go for that. But who cares? Anyway, when you get a chance, check out some of those sellers we talked about on Etsy.com. The links will be in the description. But let us know how it turned out for you. Thanks for taking the time.